Friends Nibs again. I'm out here in the garage doing a little bit of plinking tonight, a little bit of goofing around, and I have well, it's not a new gun, but it's a new gun for me out here in the garage. This one was actually brought in by my friend there at the Rifle Club, and it's not very vintage, but it is getting up there actually. It's by the date code, and I'll put a picture of that up here. The first three numbers are 502, so that would indicate to me that it's a May of 2002 build gun. And it's actually the very first, it's a Crosman 760, but it's the first one I've ever had out here in the garage that has the pellet clip feature built into it. He did not have the pellet clip for it, but I borrowed it from my M4 177. These come with three of those clips, so I was able to sneak one out of the the magazine. So on the M4 177, you have one goes in here, and then two extras store in the magazine, and there's actually a place for the sight tool and stuff too. But we're gonna go ahead and do a little bit of playing around with this guy out here today. Let's see. First thing I want to do is shoot it across the chronograph and make sure it's actually doing about what it's supposed to do. I've shot a couple of shots with it beforehand, and it does seem to be pumping up okay. So, but we'll shoot a couple of shots with some 7-grain Meisterkugels and see what kind of numbers we get. I'll just do like 2 shots at 5 and 2 shots at 10 pumps, and see what kind of velocities we're getting, and then we'll just do a little. That Meisterkugel's not looking so good. Okay. Just do a little bit of plinking with it today, but we'll do a thorough test with it, and maybe a couple of head-to-head challenges with it before I take it back and give it back to Dave. It really feels like it's pumping up with plenty of pressure, but let's go ahead and see. So with 5 pumps, 427 feet per second, that is pretty darn good, I would say. I think like max is like 434. Right, so now let's try 10 pumps, which is maximum. And again, I'm still waiting on a cable for my chronograph. I don't know if that's going to fix the problem or not, but it should be here Tuesday from Amazon. And we'll see. I don't know. So you have to take my word for it right now. All right, so 10 pumps. We had 547 feet per second. I think they, on the box, they list the 760, at least the newest model, is a maximum of 600 feet, I believe, or 580 or something like that. And I'm sure that's with 5-grain pellets. So these are 7-grain. So I think 547 is a pretty respectable number. Okay, another 10. $550, so really pretty good. So for plinking across the garage here, I'm sure 5 pumps is more than enough. I'm going to pause the camera real quick, get rid of the chronograph, and we'll do a little plinking downrange here, so stand by. Alrighty, so I'm back with the 760. I've seen this listed as on Crosman's website they called it a 760B, but the variation with the clip started in 2001, and then from 2001 to 2011 they continued to make the squared off pump handle like the traditional one, and then in 2011 they switched over to a more sleek design of the pump handle, but still had the same 760 look back here. And then in 2014 I think is when they went over to the what they call the newly designed 760. I'm not really keen on that one, but I do have one out here, and it's a pretty decent little rifle, but I like the old style just because that's what I shot when I was a kid. So all right, so let's go ahead and see what we can do. I have a shotgun shell there. Let's see if I can hit that. Oh yeah, that's not too bad. Pretty easy. All right. Let's. I'm gonna hit the ram. Not bad. Let's go ahead and hit the can once. Ooh, forgot to close the bolt. Not bad, not bad. Let's hit the pig, see if we can hit the pig. If I do, then I'll finish up the 5-shot magazine shooting the can. I do like this thing. It's got a fiber optic front sight, very similar to the 2240. I have a 2240 sight around here somewhere. I knocked the one off so I could put the silencer on. All right, we're gonna hit the pig. No problem. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and shoot that one into the can. No problem. So now he does have BBs in here, and this is a smooth bore, so I don't have any problem. Let's shoot just a couple of BBs. It does have a lead or a magnet on the tip of the these are regular steel BBs, so you don't want to shoot those at a hard target like those knockdown targets, but shooting into the can, no problem. And you can leave the magazine, and you can actually see the BB going through the slot in the top, which is pretty nice. So you don't have to take that magazine out and lose it. I like people bringing in guns that I can play with for a little while and then bring them home. Kind of reminds me of being a grandfather. Bring the kids over for a little while. I can candy them up and spoil them and then send them back home. So, but anyway, there you go. There is first look at a fairly newer style, but I still like it because it's got the original squared off look still, like the original 760s. I'm just not, hold on a second. So this is the newest iteration of the 760, and it's just not a 760. I mean, all the 760s up until, you know, from 1966 till 2011 had this squared off pump handle on there, and then they went and did that. So anyway, enough rant. But this is going to be a lot of fun. We'll have some fun with it. Maybe a couple head-to-heads up against some you know, late 60s, early 70s, 760s, and see which one does better. But anyway, hope you liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.